Thank you, Travis. Good evening and welcome to tonight's regional news. The Caribbean recorded its youngest ever death from the coronavirus COVID-19 after a 6-day-old baby died of the virus in Guyana. The Ministry of Health said that the 2 deaths recorded over the past 24 hours included a 6-day-old baby, but gave no other details. The other fatality is a 31-year-old woman from Region 10 who died while receiving attention at a medical facility. The death toll now stands at 151. In Belize, 3 people died, pushing the death toll to 147. The Office of the Director of Health Services said that the victims included a female in her 80s. It is said that a total of 309 samples were being processed, with 96 new cases being identified, putting the total cases to 5,743, with 2,465 being active cases. St. Lucia confirmed 5 new cases on Sunday, pushing the total to 257. The authorities said the new cases included a 4-year-old male and an 11-year-old female from the capital Castries. Trinidad and Tobago is reporting that 2 elderly people with pre-existing medical situations have died, putting the death toll at 120. In its latest bulletin, the Minister of Health gave no further details on the deaths, but said that 30 new COVID-19 cases were recorded, putting the number of infections to 6,660, with 795 being active cases. Suriname is reporting that there were no new cases over the past 24 hours, and as of Sunday evening, there were 16 active cases out of a total of 5,312 coronavirus infections. The death toll remains at 117, while the number of people in hospitals is 7, the same number in isolation, while the non-positives in quarantine is 1,428. Now in Argentina, Argentine prosecutors are investigating Diego Maradona's doctor for possible manslaughter following the footballing legend's death 4 days ago. Some 30 police officers raided 39-year-old Dr. Leopoldo Duque's house on Sunday morning, with another 20 going into his clinic in the capital, Buenos Aires, as they tried to establish if there was any negligence in Maradona's treatment following surgery. Maradona had a successful operation on a brain blood clot earlier in November and had been due to be treated for alcohol dependency. The 60-year-old died of a heart attack at his home while he was recuperating. Dr. Luque has not been charged and denies any wrongdoing. In an emotional press conference on Sunday, Dr. Luque, who has been described as the footballer's personal physician, cried, saying that he had done all he could do to save the life of a friend. Diego Maradona was captain when Argentina won the 1986 World Cup, scoring the famous Hand of God goal against England in the quarterfinals. Maradona played for Barcelona and Napoli during his club career, winning 2 Serie A titles with the Italian side. He scored 34 goals in 91 appearances for Argentina, captaining them in 4 World Cups. He retired from professional football in 1997 after struggling with drug and alcohol addiction. He subsequently managed teams in the United Arab Emirates and Mexico. And now for some interesting news. Quarantine violation has become a major headache for the Antigua and Barbuda government, so much that they have decided to place tracking devices on all those in isolation. That announcement was made by the country's Prime Minister Gaston Brown on Saturday. This tracking device, which is seemingly a new trend, will be in the form of a bracelet. In that way, health officials can track a person's whereabouts and know when they have violated the quarantine rules. And finally, the University of the West Indies, UWI, is pursuing a global online campus, leveraging the reputation of the regional university. UWI Vice-Chancellor Professor Sir Hilary Beckles said that the move forms part of UWI's AAA strategy, Strategic Plan 2017 to 2022, which identifies the digital transformation of the 72-year-old university as a key strategic objective. Beckles said that when UE transitioned to emergency remote teaching and learning due to the COVID-19 pandemic, which accelerated its strategic intentions, executive management realized that the institution had risen to embrace technology relatively smoothly. Beckles explained that the new global online campus dovetails with the university's successful global strategy. Since the start of the Triple A strategy, the UE has effectively established partnering centers with universities in North America, Latin America, Asia, Africa, and Europe. Earlier this year, the International Ranking Agency also placed the UE in the top 1% of its Golden Age University rankings. That was all for tonight's regional news. Thank you for joining.